Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So you've thought about selling on Amazon, right? But then you look at the site and it's just overwhelming. Well, you're in exactly the right spot. Today, we're going to break down the secret to finding that one winning product in a sea of millions. Let's get right into it.
Just to put things in perspective, check out this number. Over 350 million products. I mean, that's not just a store. That's like a whole different planet of stuff. To find your little corner in that universe, you absolutely need a plan.
So, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How on earth do you find your winning product in that massive ocean of choice? Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's not about throwing a dart and hoping for the best. It's not magic. It's a system, a process you can actually follow.
And that system is what we call product hunting. Seriously, think of it just like this. It's your map, it's your compass, it's the one thing that's going to guide you through all that noise and lead you straight to the treasure.
Okay, so what is Amazon product hunting? In plain English, it's all about finding and analyzing products using cold, hard data to figure out if they'll actually sell. The key word there is data. This is the absolute opposite of guesswork. We're not using a crystal ball here, we're using numbers.
And look, the difference is night and day. The old way, it was basically a guessing game. You'd be buried in complicated spreadsheets, crossing your fingers and just hoping. The new way is all about strategy. It's about using data, smart predictions, and some really cool product sourcing tools to pinpoint products that actually have a chance.
And the great news is, this whole strategy isn't some complex secret formula. It boils down to a really clear 4-step process. This is literally your roadmap from I have no clue what to sell, all the way to, wow, I found a profitable product.
So here's what that looks like. First, we're going to generate a bunch of ideas. Then we'll dive deep into the demand and see who we're up against. After that, it's all about the money, calculating profitability. And last but not least, figuring out how to make our product better than everyone else's. All right, let's tackle these one by one. All right, step 1. Ideas. Where do you even start looking? Well, you can begin right on Amazon, check out the bestseller lists, or just start typing in the search bar and see what Amazon suggests. That's a gold mine. But don't just stay there. Hop over to Google Trends to see what's buzzing. And you know, places like TikTok and Instagram, they're literally creating new trends every single day. And of course, there are specific tools designed to make this whole thing way easier.
And speaking of tools, you're going to want a good toolkit. These are some of the big names in the game. Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Keepa. If you're serious about this, these are pretty much non-negotiable. They do all the heavy lifting for you, automating the data crunching so you can see sales numbers, past trends, who you're competing against, all in seconds. It would take you ages to do this by hand. Okay, on to step 2, which is all about market trend analysis. And what we're looking for is the absolute sweet spot, the holy grail, really. You want super high demand, lots and lots of people are looking for this thing, but really low competition, meaning not many people are selling it. That little gap right there, that's where you find the gold. That's a high demand, low competition product, and that's your big opportunity.
Now here's a killer pro tip, especially if you're just starting out. When you're looking at the competition, look at their reviews. If the top sellers for a product have fewer than, say, 50 reviews, that's a huge green light. It tells you the market isn't locked down by giants, and a newcomer, like you, can actually get in there and make some noise.
All right, step 3. This one's simple but absolutely crucial. Can you actually make money? Because a great idea that loses you money is, well, it's just a bad business. Let's do some quick back-of-the-napkin math on your sales margin. Say you can sell your product for $30. It costs you $9 to get it made, and Amazon takes another $6 in fees. Boom! That leaves you with $15 in profit. You've got to do this math for every single idea, no exceptions. And that brings us to the final step. Step 4, making your product stand out. And how do you do that? It's easy. You just listen. Dive into the negative reviews of your competitors' products. They are an absolute goldmine. This review right here, it's not just a complaint, it's a roadmap. It's screaming, hey, make a better handle. It's literally telling you how to win. Okay, so let's put all these pieces together. We're going to talk about finding that first winning product. And this is as much about knowing what to avoid as it is about knowing what to look for. Let's talk about the traps first.
Here are the mistakes so many people make. First, when you're using those analysis tools, don't just copy-paste a huge, long product title. Use the main keywords to get the real data. Second, don't get tempted by seasonal stuff. like Christmas decorations. You'll make money for 1 month and then crickets. You want consistency. And finally, if you see a niche where everyone has thousands of reviews, just run. That's a red flag for a market that's way too crowded.
So if that's what to avoid, what should you be looking for? Well, here it is, the perfect starter product profile. You're looking for a price point somewhere between $15 and $40. That's the sweet spot for impulse buys and good profit. Make sure it's small and light. Trust me, this saves you a fortune on fees. It should sell all year round, not just in the summer. Competition should be low to medium. And finally, keep it simple. Nothing fragile, nothing that expires, nothing with a million moving parts. It just saves you so many headaches.
So there you have it. The strategy is clear. The tools are out there. The path is right in front of you. And the best part? This isn't about guesswork anymore. It's about data, and that seriously stacks the odds in your favor. So the only question left is, your product hunt begins right now. What are you going to find?